Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. I hope you're doing well and you're ready for a nice long 60-minute full body yoga class. If easy pose feels good, come there. Otherwise, just make whatever adjustments you need to make to find that comfortable place. And let's give those shoulders a big roll up and back and just let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Do that again. Big shoulder roll up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's find a place for the hands to rest. Maybe turn your palms to the sky, drag your wrists over your knees. You can bring your index finger and thumb to touch. And we're just going to take big, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And we're going to take a moment and just be where we are. Feel all the feels. Recognize that there's a lot of things happening as we sneak up on those holidays. We need time to decompress, to let go of stress and tension, to let go of anything that's just not going to serve us very well. So right here within the four corners of your mat, a safe place. A place to breathe, to move freely without judgment or criticism. Just finding our very best self right here. Keeping those eyes closed, release your hands down by your sides. Press the palms down towards the earth. Lift out of the crown of the head. As you exhale, release your chin down towards the chest. We roll the head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Little press of that left palm down towards the ground. As we move through our practice, each pose we come into, just really listening to the body and making sure that you're getting those big, full, deep breaths. Gently roll the chin back towards the chest. And then over to the left ear over the left shoulder. And gently pressing that right palm down towards the earth. A beautiful long stretch through the neck, into the shoulder. Once again, chin roll back to chest. Big shoulder roll up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, turn and look out over that right shoulder. Just turning your head as far as you can without turning those shoulders. Keeping that length in the spine. Little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone. And then press both palms down towards the earth. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. Inhale, lifting your chin off of the chest, slowly turning back towards front. And then ever so slowly taking your gaze out over that left shoulder. Just as far as you can. Noticing if one side is a little more limited than the other. Little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone. And we press both palms down towards the earth. Inhale, lift your gaze. Turn it back to face front. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers and just gently close the chin towards the chest. Elbows around the ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open those elbows wide. And extend those arms to the sky. Let's hinge it forward, reach it out. Releasing your hands, relaxing the weight of your head, and just get that long stretch all the way down your spine. That beautiful deep stretch into the hips, that release in the lower back. Let's open those arms out to a T, coming up to the pads of the fingers. Spread your fingers wide. And as you exhale, lift your spine, hollow your tummy and chest. Lifting that spine towards the sky, creating space between those shoulder blades. And then gently release it back down. Again, walk your fingertips out just a bit. And then exhale, hollow. Lifting the spine, tucking the chin. Oh, just a really nice stretch through that back. And gently release that upper body back down, circling the arms around behind your back, and just interlace your fingers. Let your arms be heavy, head be heavy. And we just let that upper body come forward. Letting go of tension through the neck, relaxing your jaw. Just breathe. We lengthen through the crown of the head, core is strong. We're going to hinge all the way back up. Fingers are interlaced behind us, and we're going to slowly lift those arms as high as you can lift them. So opening up that chest, shoulders are down and away. And breathe, activating through that upper back, strong through the core. Slowly bring your hands back down. Release your fingers. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips pointing towards your bottom. If that's not great for your wrists, adjust however you need to. And let's lift those hips towards the sky. Lifting your belly, lifting your chest, rolling those shoulders back and away, gazing up towards the sky. Breathe. What do you feel? As you exhale, slowly release it down. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And let's come forward and up onto all fours. We come to our tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core strong. We take a big breath in a cow pose. Tummy towards the earth. Lift your gaze. Lift your sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Lift your spine. Tuck your chin. Oh, hollow it out to cat. Inhale it back to cat. We're just going to continue to transition between these two poses. Just use your breath as your guide. Big, full, deep breaths. One more each direction. And coming back to center. Let's crisscross that right leg up and over the left. We're going to bring those knees just as tightly together as we can get them. Little space between your feet, creating that little letter V, if you will. A step forward with each hand and just a gentle push back. Let your head be heavy. You can push back as far as you like, still early. So really listen to the body. It doesn't feel great to go super deep, don't. This should be kind of a 5 or 6 on the intensity scale, nothing beyond that. Inhale, transition some weight forward, releasing that intensity. And then as you exhale, press it back. Inhale, coming forward, releasing that intensity. One more time. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, coming forward, releasing that right knee and crossing the left. Opening up those feet behind us just slightly. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, press it back. If you need to adjust where those hands are, adjust. Just feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders, into those hips. Inhale, slowly releasing that intensity, coming forward, rising just a bit. And then as you exhale, press it back. Again, inhale, transitioning forward just a bit. And exhale, press it back. Inhale, transitioning that weight forward, releasing that left leg, pulling those hands back underneath you to our tabletop. Let's tuck the toes and lift those knees just an inch off of the mat. Stretching through the arches of the feet, the toes, activating through those quadriceps, your core, your shoulders. Find your breath. As you exhale, extend your legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Relax the weight of the head. Breathe. We bend the right knee, left heel presses towards the mat.
Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. Switch again. And one more time. As you exhale at both heels, gently sink. Take the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Just as left forward, rock to the toes, and then back to the heels. Just transitioning that weight forward and back, passing right through the center of the foot. So just notice if you have a tendency to roll to the outer edge of your foot or to the inside of your foot. And we want to feel each side, inside and outside of the heel of the foot, inside and outside of the ball of the foot. Let's center our weight, bring the hands to the elbows, and just gently sway. Just release them. Tension and tightness, not causing any more. So as we move through our practice, guys, we are really working to improve the imbalances that we might find. Without judgment or criticism, we all have them. It's all part of the practice. It's all part of the adventure. We just work to do our best to improve them. Coming back to center, release your arms, and slowly, let's roll it up. Noticing whatever it is you notice, roll those shoulders up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's do that shoulder roll again. Make it big. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, circle the arms around behind your back and release those fingers. Roll those shoulders, reach your knuckles towards the ground. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles down, lift your gaze high. Stretching through the belly, through the chest. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Shoulders remain rolled back. We lift those arms as high as you can lift them. Doing our best not to pop open that rib cage. To stay strong through the belly. Just noticing that strength in the upper and middle back. Slowly bringing your hands to the small of the back. Let's pull the hands to the right. Bending that right elbow, nestling the back of that left hand right along the outer hip. Turn and take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Little tuck of your chin. And breathe. Inhale, lift your gaze. Turn it back to face front. And then take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front. Gently release those arms back to center. And then we pull with that left hand, pulling the hands to the left. Back of the right hand nestled along that outer hip. We turn and take our gaze out over that right shoulder. And a little tuck of the chin. Just checking in. Taking care of the neck, taking care of the shoulder. Always working range of motion. Doing our best to stay on the opposite side of pain. We gently lift our gaze and turn it back through center. And then out over that left shoulder. Little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. So there's this tendency as we pull that arm across the back to kind of pop open that rib cage, to arch your back. Stay strong, stay tall through that spine. Once again, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, and then very gently releasing those hands once again behind the back. Release your hands, roll those shoulders up and back. Palms open to the front. We step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward folds. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. You might notice a little wider, a little longer stance in this down dog from when we came into it from our hovering tabletop. Find your perfect down dog. And let's alternate bending knees. Just walk it out. Big, full, deep breaths. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes, lifting the arms to our half crescent. Relaxing the shoulders. Hips are heavy. Feel that long stretch through the front of that left leg. Find your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Let's do that again. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Open those arms out to a T and begin to hinge it forward. Nice long diagonal line down the back of the body. We lengthen out of those fingertips, out of the shoulders. Breathe. You can stay on that back knee, or if you wish, tuck the back toes and extend that back leg. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, rotate, tapping those left fingertips to the mat. And then we come back to that diagonal line, arms out to a T. Same direction, rotate, left fingertips tap. And back to center we come. One more time, this time hold it, placing that left hand to the inside of that right foot. Right arm extends to the sky. Rotate that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over and take your gaze down towards your right big toe. Reaching out through those right fingertips. Inhale, reach it out, and as you exhale, once again, lift that right arm to the sky, follow with your gaze, circle that right arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Just circle the back of the body as far as you can reach. Gaze up as high as you can. Find your breath. Once again, extend that right arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down. Hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift that back knee, lift your hips, scoop it back, and extend. Right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Feet are hip width apart, pressing through the palms of the hands, guiding your weight back. And let's just gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee to the mat. Untuck those toes, lift your arms to your crescent lunge. And again, hips are heavy coming forward. Arms are strong and tall, shoulders are soft. Feeling that nice stretch down the front of that right leg. Inhale, straighten that front leg a bit. And exhale, sink. Do that again. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. We lengthen and reach, hinging forward. Open those arms out to a T. Breathe. Reaching out of those shoulders, out through the tips of your fingers. Find your breath. If you like, you can tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, rotate to the left, right fingertips tap. And we come back to that horizontal line, or that diagonal line. And exhale, rotate, little tap. And back to center we go. Last time, this time release that right hand to the inside of that left foot. Right arm extends, or left arm extends to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. We rotate that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over, arm along the side of the face, and we turn and take our gaze down towards that left big toe. Little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone if that feels good to you. Big, full, deep breaths. Inhale, reach it out. Take your gaze up towards the base of that left thumb. Circle that left arm up and around behind. Our gaze goes up over that left shoulder. We circle that left arm around the back of the body, just as far as you can reach.
Feel that great stretch in that left hip. Through the spine, that rotation wringing out tension and tightness. We once again extend that left arm to the sky. Slowly releasing your hand down, hand on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it down, and extend. Left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs, reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. Head heavy, arms heavy. Shift your weight to your heels. Slowly begin to bend your knees, lowering down as low as feels right to you. Just coming into a tight little tuck. And then as you exhale, press through your heels and extend those legs. Again, inhale, bend, lowering down, keeping those toes lifted just a little bit. And as you exhale, extend. As you extend those legs, arms are heavy, head is heavy. Roll it up, ragdoll your way to the top. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's bring the big toes to touch. Little space between those heels. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, sit to chair. Arms can remain overhead. You can pull those hands to heart center. You can extend those arms out in front to shoulder height. So whatever feels right to you. Noticing the weight distribution in those legs, making sure it's even. Inhale, rise, lift just a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Again, rise. And exhale, sink. Stay low in your chair. Hinge it forward. Tummy and chest come towards your thighs. Sweep your arms back to flight. Roll those shoulders back. Lengthen through the fingertips. Still strong and active through the core. So we're not just collapsing onto those thighs. We're staying strong. Once again, sweep those arms forward and up overhead. And we rise. Bringing the palms to touch, interlace your fingers all but the index finger and thumb. Exhale, arch it back. Stretching through the belly, through those shoulders. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Open those arms out to a T. Let's hinge it forward. You can come down to 90 degrees or you can stop before 90. Nice flat back, reaching out through those fingertips. Breathe, shift your weight to your left foot. Shift it back through center. And then over to the right foot. And back through center, holding center. If you like, start to shift your weight forward and lift your heels, keeping that nice flat back. Feeling all the muscles throughout your feet, your ankles, your legs, your core, your lower back, your shoulders. We're working everything. Gently releasing your heels back to the mat. Shift your weight to the heels. Sweep the arms back down by the hips. Sit it back to chair. Pull the hands to heart center. Breathe. And rise. As you exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V. Gaze to the sky. Inhaling it up nice and tall. And exhale, lower those arms down by your sides. Rock back to your heels. Open those feet to mountain. Inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat, otherwise keeping those legs long. We rotate and extend. Right arm to the sky, coming to our side plank. Our knee can be down, feet can be staggered, or you're welcome to stack your feet. I want you to reach up through those right fingertips just as high as you can reach, lifting those hips, lifting that top leg, bending your knee, placing the sole of the foot along the inside of your leg. Anywhere you like. Calf, knee, inner thigh. Find your breath. We once again extend that top leg, flex your foot, and lower it down. Slowly releasing that right hand back to plank. And we go directly into the other side. Right knee comes down if you like, otherwise legs stay long. Feet can be staggered or stacked. We turn and take our gaze up towards the sky. We lift those hips, lengthening and reaching through those left fingertips. If you like, lift that top leg, bend that left knee, place the sole of the foot along the inside of the leg. How's your breath? How's the shoulder? Listen to your body. Strong, happy, healthy. Challenged for sure. Extending that left leg, slowly releasing it down, and then slowly release that left hand down. We come back to plank, lifting your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left hand. Right hand's gonna reach across to that left leg. Take a hold anywhere along that left leg you like. Let that right arm just be heavy, and then turn and take your gaze out underneath that left arm. We once again release that right hand, taking our gaze back to the space between those feet. We shift our weight to our right hand, left hand reaching across, taking a hold anywhere along that right leg you like. And then take your gaze out underneath that right arm. Find your breath. Left arm is heavy. We gently release that left hand back to our down dog, gazing between those feet. Adding a little tip of the pelvis, reaching your sit bones high. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, take a giant step back. Open those arms, open those legs out nice and wide. Toes are turned open to the outside corners of your mat. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, reach that right hand across. Little tap of the shin or the toes. And we inhale it back to center. Exhale, reach across. Left hand taps. And back to center. We're going to do that 2 more times each side. So just moving at your pace, keeping that core nice and strong. If you need to pull the hands into heart center, you can make that happen. Doesn't have to be super low. So you can just twist and tap a thigh and come back to center. So take care of yourself. Do what's right for you. Coming back to center. Rotate palms. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, sink into those legs, pull your hands down to heart center. Relax those shoulders. A little bit of a pelvic tilt, really working to roll those knees back. And let's alternate, lifting a heel. Doesn't matter which side you start on. Just alternate. And breathe. Just celebrating that medicine of movement, medicine of breath, of just being present right here. Working hard physically, quieting the mind mentally, letting down, letting go, releasing both heels. Inhale, reach to the sky, extend the arms, extend those legs, open the arms out to a T, and let's hinge it halfway over. We're going to release that right hand to the mat, centering it underneath us, rotating our body, allowing those hips to shift and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. Breathe. That left arm can stay extended to the sky or circle your arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that right thigh, hold on to it. On your next inhale, we bend that left knee. On your next exhale, extend that left leg. We're going to do that 2 more times. As you inhale, bend that left knee. Beautiful long stretch to the inner thigh of that right leg. Exhale, press it back up. 1 more time. Sink. And as you exhale, rise, stay here. Extending left arm to the sky. Slowly releasing it down. Left hand centered below us. We rotate our body and extend. Right arm to the sky, allowing those hips to shift. Just feeling that really nice stretch to the inner thigh of that left leg. That extension out of the shoulders up to the tips of the fingers. We can keep that right arm high or circle it around behind. Can you find that left thigh? Hold on to it if you're able. Can't quite find it, just tuck your arm as tightly against you as you can. Take a big breath in and bend that right knee. A little or a lot. And then exhale. Extend that right leg. Again, inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. 1 more time. You can take each one a little deeper. Just be kind to your body. And as you exhale, extend. Taking that right arm, reaching it to the sky. And slowly release your hands down. With the support of those hands, heel toe your feet in once. Toes are still turned open and release the weight of the upper body down. Find your breath. Go ahead and get rid of the wiggles. Just let those arms hang. Feels good to you. Take a hold of the outsides of the ankles. Using the strength of the arms, pull the upper body towards the space between your legs. Little tuck of your chin up towards your chest. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. And just breathe. We center our weight. Release those hands. Let the arms just hang. Shift your weight to your heels. Keep your core strong and let's slowly bend the knees, lowering down into our frog pose. Nice flat back. If your body needs to stop before coming to knee height, yep, you can certainly do that. As you exhale, extend those legs. Upper body heavy, head heavy. Inhale, bending the knees, lifting that upper body just slightly, nice flat back. And exhale, extend. We're going to do that 1 more time. Weight in the heels, bending those knees. Back to our frog pose. Core strong. If you would like to, this adds a little load to that lower back, into those hips, into the core. Pull the hands to heart center. Or extend those arms out to a T. If you need the support of the hands, keep it. Find your breath. Release your hands and slowly extend those legs. Ragdoll your way up. All the way up. Coming up nice and tall with a big shoulder roll up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that once more. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Turning towards the top of your mat. Big step forward. It's a mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Optional push-up if you like. To down dog. And checking in, allowing the heels to sink, adding a little tip of the pelvis. Reach those sit bones high. Let's shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, windmill your arms up to warrior 2, extending those arms out to a T. Little bit of a pelvic tilt. We reach to those fingertips. I want you to feel solid and strong. Back leg long and strong. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Open the pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm comes down, left arm travels high, and we extend out of that left shoulder. Breathe, reach it up as high as you can reach. Find your breath. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. Arm working to create a horizontal line. Breathe. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Core stays strong. We rise all the way back up. Bending that front knee once again to warrior two. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior, lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. We turn and take our gaze towards our back heel. Little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. See if you can reach any further back. And then exhale, sink. And inhale it back to warrior two. Windmilling that left arm up and over, placing that left hand to the inside of the right foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate our body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Find your breath. What do you feel? Slow that breath down. Let down the guard. As you exhale, release that right hand down. Hand on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off the mat. And we come into a runner's lunge, bringing both hands to the inside of your foot. At any point, you are welcome to bring that back knee to the mat. Feels good to you, come down onto your left forearm. Possibly the right. Relax the weight of your head. And again, at any point, you're welcome to bring that back knee down. Let's release that back knee, untuck the toes, and let that right knee roll open. If you want to come back up to the palms of the hands, you can absolutely do that. Let's come back up to the palms of the hands and slowly draw that right knee back in. One hand on either side of your foot, square the pelvis, and slowly begin to press your hips back. Front toes lift, square that pelvis. And then gently release that upper body down onto that right shin. Breathe, nose towards the knee. Beautiful stretch on the back of that right leg. Into that lower back, particularly on that left side. Inhale, slowly transitioning your weight forward, bending that right knee once again. Tuck the back toes, bring your hands slightly forward and press and lift that left leg to the sky. Nose towards your knee, left leg high. Add a flex of that left foot and a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bum. Now we can stay right here. Or if you like, shift that left hand just a little bit wider off your mat. Right hand's gonna reach out. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it if you can find it. There's a whole lot happening here. Really listen to your body. We want it to be challenging, but we want it to be good. Releasing that right hand, extending that left leg, and slowly release it down to forward fold. Let those arms just hang. Alternate bending knees, walk it out. Allowing the hips to shift. Just checking in. Blood flow, energy flow. Pull both legs, extend. And slowly roll it up. One vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Feels so good. Big shoulder shrug, letting go of tension and tightness. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back. Stretching through the belly, through those hip flexors. A little bit of a back bend. Squeezing those buns. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Sit to chair. Now our knees are not touching, as nor are our big toes. You can sink as low as you want. I want you to shift your weight kind of back and forth. Just sway. Right foot, left foot. Breathe. You feel more at home on one side. Probably feeling a little bit stronger on one side than the other. It's okay. Coming back to center. Let's rise. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Find your breath. Let's walk those feet in, knees right underneath those hips, and we're gonna sway side to side. So knees go in one direction, hips in the other, keeping those core muscles strong. This should fire up those obliques. Those muscles right along the side of your belly, through the ribs and through the waist. And just let those toes shift as they need to. Be mindful and be kind to those little toes. One more time. And back to that hovering tabletop. Step your feet back to plank, hip width apart. Lift your hips to down dog. Add that little tip of the pelvis. Reach your sit bones high. Press through the palms of the hands and guide that weight back towards your heels. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. A little bit of a pelvic tilt. Shoulders are soft. Find your breath. Slow it down. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. What's going on with that body? Inhale, straighten. Feeling strong and healthy. And exhale, sink. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Opening the pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those left toes. As far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down. Right arm high. Triangle. Should feel this beautiful stretch down that left side. From the hip all the way to the waist, to the rib cage, out to the tips of your fingers. Let's rotate that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Long horizontal line all the way from the hip to the tips of the fingers. Breathe. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Core strong. We rise all the way back up. That's a lot of work. And then sink back to warrior two. Breathe. Find that breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg, back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Find your breath. And then as you exhale, bend that left knee and sink. Reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Inhale it back up, windmill that right arm up and over, placing that right hand to the inside of your left foot, back heel remains on the mat. We rotate our body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. What do you feel? Find that breath, slow it down. Huge stretch in that left hip. Through that upper middle back, feel that activation, strong. As you exhale, release your hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. And let's bring both hands to the inside of the foot. At any point, you are welcome to bring that back knee to the mat. We work our way down to lizard pose. If this is where you stay, stay. Coming down onto your right forearm, if that feels okay to you. Challenge is always okay. Pain is never okay. So really listen to your body. Left forearm, if that feels good. And remember, good is a relative term. If we can still get those full big deep breaths and there's no pain involved, but it's a holy cow kind of stretch, we are good. If there's pain involved, nope, not good. Adjust. Get out, whatever you need to do.
Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck those toes. If you prefer to come back up to your hands, come back up to your hands, and let's let that left knee roll open. Getting a deeper stretch into the hip, through the groin. Staying strong through the core so that we're taking care of that lower back. Just breathe. We come back up to the palms of the hands. We slowly draw that left knee back in. One hand on either side of your foot, square your pelvis, and slowly begin to sit your bum back. Lifting those left toes, again, square the hips, and slowly, slowly lower that upper body down towards that left leg. Nose towards your knee. Beautiful stretch on the back of that left leg. If you're not feeling much, hips are probably not square. Square them up. Inhale, slow transition forward, bending that left knee. We're going to tuck the back toes, bring those hands slightly forward. Big transition, pressing off through those right toes, lifting that right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips for our needle pose. You can stay here. You can flex that right foot and bend that right knee. You can stay here or shift that right hand a little bit wider than the width of your mat. Left hand reaching up, taking a hold of that right foot, drawing your heel towards your bum. Remember, challenge is always good. If your body is saying, hey, I'm not ready for this today, honor that. This is about finding kindness, awareness, space, a loving energy. Never, never, never a competitive act within your practice. No, it's just finding the best version of yourself that can exist. Gently releasing that left hand, extending that right leg, and ever so slowly lower that right leg back down to forward fold, pulling both hands right underneath you, and just walk it out. Alternate bending knees. So there's a lot that just happened. So checking in. Coming back to our forward fold, soft bend in those knees, and just ever so slowly roll yourself back up. With a big shoulder roll at the top, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. So nice. Let those shoulders slide down and away. And let's take a step out to the width of the mat. Toes are slightly turned off of the mat. Heels remain on. Hands come to heart center. And let's start to sink. So different than our frog pose, we're going to come into our yogi squat. Now your yogi squat might stop here. It might continue down. If you need to adjust where your feet are, adjust. Tailbone pointing straight down towards the earth. Chest is lifted. Elbows to the insides of the legs. And just gently press, working to create a nice horizontal line across your forearms. And breathe. And then just gently play. Sway your hips. Sway your body weight side to side. You can kind of make little circles with those knees. You can stay steady. So whatever feels good to you. And we come back to center, releasing your hands, a little lift of your bum. Step that right foot back, and then your left to plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Find your breath. Slow it down. We're going to inhale it back to high plank. We're going to take a little step in with each foot back to that hovering tabletop. Release your knees to the mat, to tabletop. Untuck your toes. We're going to lift that right knee straight out to the side. Breathe. And we're going to make little circles. Doesn't matter which direction you start, up to back or back to front, whatever you like. One more circle, and then you're going to switch directions. Back to front or front to back. Just keeping that knee kind of out to the side. Hip mobility, hip strength, core strong. Last one. Back out to the side
and release it down. We get to do the exact same thing on the other side. Shift your weight to that right knee, left knee lift straight out to the side. And again, whatever kind of circle, front to back or back to front, really trying to minimize the movement through the shoulders. Let this just happen through that hip joint. 2 more circles. And then switch directions. This should be challenging. You should feel some shakiness going on probably. Strong through the core. 1 more circle. And then hip goes straight out to the side, knee goes straight out to the side. And then gently release it down and let's send it back to child's pose. If you need to take a step or 2 back with those knees, do so. That should feel super good. Find your breath. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left, reaching through those right fingertips. You can even place that right hand on top of your left hand if you like, and press those hips to the right. Relax the weight of your head down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back to center. And then out over to the left or to the right with those left fingertips. Breathe, you can stack that left hand on top of the right if you like. Otherwise, you can just kind of reach and then press those hips to the left. Relax the weight of your head. And just breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back to the center. Sit to child's pose. And let's circle those arms around, bringing the hands back by your feet. Back of the hands to the mat, palms to the sky, and just relax the weight of your arms. You can choose to stay right here. Or if you wish, bring your hands behind your back and release your fingers. You're welcome to bring the palms of your hands to touch. If that's not happening today, that is okay. We're going to lift just slightly to tuck the chin towards the chest, kind of coming to the hairline, just at the top of your forehead. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, we lift the bum off the heels, lifting the spine towards the sky, rolling towards the crown of the head. And if it feels right to you, roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. Breathe. If you need to double layer your mat underneath the crown of the head, make that so. Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back and slowly lower back down. We're going to do that 1 more time. Keeping the chin tucked towards the chest. Hands behind you. You can stay right here. Or if you like, we hollow the tummy and chest. Lift that spine. Roll towards the crown of the head. Rolling those shoulders up and back. Lifting your hands towards the sky. And slowly release it down. Hands on either side of you, palms right up by your head. Breathe. As you're ready, gently press yourself up. Come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down towards the top of your mat. Let's pull that right knee in. Left leg is extended, sitting up nice and tall. Find your breath, take that right hand, reach it across, take a hold along the inside or the arch of that left foot. Left hand to the outside of your foot, or you can take a hold of your leg and just gently hinge it forward. Right knee is probably going to sneak out a little bit. That's okay. Feel that awesome stretch in that lower back. A little bit into the groin. Making sure that right knee is happy. And ever so gently walk your hands back up. And let's extend that right leg, pulling that left knee in. Sitting up nice and tall. Really feel that length in the spine. Add a flex of that right foot. Take your left hand, reach down, take a hold along the inside or the arch of your foot. Right hand outside of the foot, or again, taking a hold of that leg. And we gently guide, we pull, we work our way down towards that right leg. Left knee is going to open a little bit, that's okay.
Just feel all the different places within the body, making sure that it's a good stretch, but nothing beyond a good stretch, and certainly not into the realm of pain. And slowly walk those hands back up. Let's bring both feet in, nice and tight. Crisscross, one arm on top of the other, and just tuck yourself into a nice little ball. Tuck your chin toward your chest. Now if you need to have those feet out and away from you a little bit, perfect. I just want you to feel that stretch across the upper middle back. That nice stretch all the way down the spine. Now just switch, so whatever arm is underneath is now on top. And then gently just allow yourself to open. Bringing the hands behind your thighs. Make sure you've got plenty of room behind you. Rock it back. And pull those knees in nice and tight. Let's extend those legs long, bringing the hands down towards your feet, wherever feels right to you. Add a flex of your feet. Let's go for the length in the legs. Really working to create a long leg as much as feels right to you. Now you can just stay here. Now if those legs are pointed towards the sky, you just can't get those legs straight, it's okay. We're working towards those hamstrings, getting them longer. If it feels right to you, use the strength of your arms to start to pull those legs towards your upper body. You're going to feel your tailbone lift off of the mat. Just really work to keep those legs long. If it works for you, wrap the forearms around behind the calves. Line them up. If you like, lift your upper body. Tuck your chin towards your chest. As you lift that head off of the mat, all of a sudden there's this beautiful pressure massage happening in that middle back. If it is not a beautiful pressure massage and you're like, why? And who thought this was a good idea? Back off a little bit. Gently releasing the upper body, releasing the intensity through those legs and the arms, and then just bend those knees and lower it down. Extending the arms out to a T. Pulling those knees out and away from you, knees right over the hips. Slowly bend or lower the legs to the left with those knees bent, keeping that right shoulder from lifting off the mat. Let your legs just come to rest. Left hand to the top of that right knee or to the outside of the knee, and turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Just breathe. Extending that left arm out once again to a T. Core is strong. Slowly lift those knees back through center. Taking your gaze back towards the sky. And then very carefully lowering the legs to the right. And allowing the legs to come to rest. Right hand just to the top of the legs, to the outside of that left knee. And turn and take your gaze out over that left arm. Ah, she feels so good. Really working to open the chest towards the sky, feeling a really nice stretch through the front of the shoulder, through the spine, into that top hip on that left side there. We gently release that right hand. Core strong, slowly we bring it back up towards center, gazing towards the sky. Placing your right foot to the mat and then the left. Allow the knees to open out nice and wide, soles of the feet come together. Heels can be up towards your bum or down and away. Hands can rest on the hips, or you can take those arms overhead. If you need to run, I understand. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, stay warm. I hope you can stay for Shavasana and just take a little time to quiet the mind and the body. If you do have to run, have a beautiful day, you guys. Slowly we draw the knees towards one another, sliding one foot out and then the other. Allowing the feet to just naturally roll open as you wish, getting rid of all the wiggles, making whatever adjustments you need to make. If having the arms where they are isn't perfect for you, adjust however you need to adjust. We quiet the mind. We find that comfortable place for the body. We give ourselves permission to stop. The mind and the body are meant to be active, to be busy. So taking this time away to be still and to just be can be challenging. Give yourself the time. Give yourself permission to embrace being a human being rather than always a human being. To take time to replenish the energies that we so freely give away all the time. So often we give everyone else grace. We cut them slack for what's going on, but we can be our worst critic. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself the same grace you show others. Let your breath flow. Let your body be still. We clear our minds and open our hearts. All kinds of possibilities and opportunities arise. To give ourselves permission to try and to fail. Learning every step of the way. Relax. Breathe. Just be. Taking the time you need. You start to breathe a little bit deeper. We begin to wiggle our fingers, to move our hands, to wiggle our toes and move those feet. Feels good to you? Stretch your limbs. Reach your arms overhead, lengthen through those toes. And as you wish, drawing the knees in towards your chest. You are welcome to roll to your side, using the strength of the arms to help you come up, or bring the hands behind your thighs and rock yourself back up, whatever feels best to you. And we once again find a seated position that feels good. We sit up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders up and back, allowing those shoulders to slide down the neck. We rest our hands comfortably. And we breathe slow and steady. And as we bring our practice to a close, offering you just a few words that you're welcome to take with you or let float on by. A couple of years from now, everything you're stressing about won't even matter. Just keep moving forward. Let's gently open those eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale. Pull the hands to heart center.
And thank you so much for joining me today. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Hopefully, I will see you soon. Until the next time, light, love, and namaste.